Hello, this is Alex from phpacademy.org, and this is another video tutorial for the new Boston. Now, in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about object-oriented programming in PHP and specifically constructors. Now, we've already looked at the basics of classes, methods, properties, extending classes, and also using constants. So these constructors that I talk about now is basically a method inside of your class that will automatically run when you initiate a new instance of your class. So let's go ahead and create an example. So I'm going to create a class called example, and inside here I'm not going to have any properties. I'm just going to have a method, and this method is going to be public function say something. Okay, and inside of here we're going to echo something. So you already know that if we were to come down here and create a new instance of our class by using new example like that, without the parentheses. So we've created our class example, we've created a method called say something which says something literally. We've created a new instance of our class, and we refresh. Nothing's actually going to happen because what we haven't done is we haven't said example say something like that. So let's refresh and see, and it says, oh no, okay, say something. Okay, yeah, sorry, I haven't included the greater than sign there. Let's refresh, and it says something. Now what happens for one or more reason if you want this method or some predefined a predefined block of code to run as soon as you initiate or create a new instance of your class. So at the moment, when we just create a new instance of a class, nothing happens. Now we use something called the construct. Now, construct works the same way as if you were declaring a method, although you write it like this. So we've got public function, then we have two underscores, so you've got two underscores there, and then just construct. See, that's turned blue. My text editor has turned that blue, and then we just put two parentheses on, and we put a block in there as well. Now the construct can take arguments, so you can take arguments through your example like this. So I'll demonstrate that in just a moment. So let's go now, and we want to say this say something. So what's going to happen now is that as soon as our class is initiated or create a new instance of it here, we're going to run whatever's inside this construct. So what we're going to do is we're going to be calling the method say something. So now that we've just created a new instance of this, let's go and refresh the page, and you can see that we get something. So just by adding this constructor in here, which is called a constructor, we are running or calling this method, if you like. So what happens if we want to take in parameters when we create a new class for whatever reason? We can specify them here. So I'm going to write text, or in fact I'm going to call it something. So in here, this say something, I'm now going to say something, and I'm going to say something, and in here I'm going to take a value something, and I'm going to echo out something. So now you can see when we refresh, we've got a missing argument error because we haven't defined anything in here. If I was to define, say, some text here, and I refresh, you can see how we've passed by creating our new instance of our object or our class. We've passed in this variable here in our constructor, because remember this is run as soon as our program or our class is initiated. We've passed that to our method say something. Now we've picked this what's been passed up twice now back into say something, and we've echoed it out. So this is slightly delving into why it may be useful when you initiate a new part of your a new instance of your class. You can use this constructor method to perform a block of code that you want it to, and remember you can take in arguments as well.